Hey there, Derek Rydall here, founder of the Law of Emergence and author of the best-selling books, Emergence and the Abundance Project. And I want to talk today about 10 questions that will change your life. And they may at first seem simple. Some of them I think are very profound. But when you ask them on a regular basis and they become a part of a contemplative practice, they begin to open up all kinds of deep pockets of self-awareness, self-realization, places you've been hiding. And as I teach with the Law of Emergence, whatever's missing is what you're not giving. That life doesn't happen to us, it has to happen through us. Evolution does not happen to us. It unfolds through and as us. It emerges, right? There's a pattern in a seed, and as the conditions are met and become congruent, that pattern of potential emerges. And you could call that evolution. Well, the same is true for us. Life is trying to emerge as us. An idea is emerging as us. And the way that it does that is through our own insight, through our own self-awareness. So anything that allows us to become more aware of our truth, of what we really feel, what we really think, what we really want, and what we really need, and then allows us to act upon that, to give voice or expression to that, that is what allows evolution to occur with us. When we have the courage to discover our truth and then to live our truth, whether it's by speaking it or acting it, we evolve. Progress takes place. But the challenge, of course, is discovering what's true for us, discovering what we really want, what we really need, who we really are. So that's what these questions are about. So the first question, or set of questions, are the self-connection questions. And you might take time to write this down, or you could watch this again and take notes. But the first 5 questions are, what am I feeling? And you need to get in touch with what you're actually feeling in the moment. And it's important to start there because we often start with our head or with some outer condition. But our body, the somatic response, is what's closest to us. It's what's most present. Whereas we can go into our head and do all kinds of interesting thinking and rationalization and storytelling to avoid that. So you start with, what am I feeling? And then you identify where in your body you're feeling it and what is the feeling. And then as you're in the feeling, in the somatic experience, then you ask, what do I want? And I'll go over these again. And then as you're in the want, which might be something kind of surface, I want a new car, I want a better job, I want to leave my job, I want to leave my spouse, I want to find a partner. The wants tend to be a description of a condition. And then as you're feeling into the feeling and feeling into the want, then you ask, what do I need? So embedded in our wants, there's a deeper need. I want a better job. What do I need? What do I need? I need to be more self-expressed, or I need to be more respected or valued. So in the desire, the want of a better job, the real need is self-expression or self-appreciation or being appreciated or valued or respected. You get it? So it's a deeper intrinsic need that's often embedded in our want. So it's, what do I feel? We feel into the feeling. What do I want? What's the feeling saying? What do I want? And then there's a deeper need. What do I need within that want? What's the need? And then this next question allows you to go a little deeper by asking, what if there were no limits? And this allows you to transcend some of the ego, some of the ideas of the filters that come in terms of, well, I won't even allow myself to get in touch with my deeper wants and needs and desires if it seems like I can't have it, if it seems like it could be impossible, or I'm going to be judged, or I can't see a path to achieving it, or I don't know how. So we won't even let ourselves go there, and so we don't really drop down. What do I want? I want a new job. What do I need? I need to be more self-expressed or be more valued and appreciated. What if there were no limits? I would start my own business. I would be a professional singer. I would be a coach. Suddenly now you go from just a new job to try to get that deeper need of self-expression to, I actually want to do something totally different. But I didn't even allow myself to get to that because my partner, my children, my parents, my friends, the economy, none of these things make it possible for me to even dare to be in touch with what I really want, with what I really need, which is to live my mission or my purpose. And again, I'm just using that as one category. It might be in the area of your relationship. What do I want? What am I feeling? I'm feeling sad. What do I want? I want I want more time with my spouse. What do I need? I need to feel more loved or more deeply connected and intimate. What if there were no limits? I would leave my marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be something that dramatic. And then you go to the final step, which is, what would love grant me? And this allows you to drop even deeper into the heart and basically ask, what would God give me? What would love grant me? And this can crack open your heart and allow you to have a greater sense of compassion and just really feel the depths of your heart's yearning. So, what am I feeling? What do I want? What do I need? What if there were no limits? And what would love grant me? So those are the self-connection questions, the 5 self-connection questions. And you can ask these as a general practice every day, and sometimes even throughout the day. But you can also ask them within a specific context. So you can just, maybe you're going through a challenge and you want to really get connected to what's trying to emerge there. Maybe you want to just focus on your financial, the different structures of life: health, wealth, work, relationship, personal growth, spiritual development, etc. And you might want to just sit there and contemplate in the area of finances. What do I feel? What am I feeling? What do I want? What do I need? What if there was no limits? What would love grant me? Or you might go into the area of health and your body. What am I feeling? What do I want? What do I need? What if there were no limits? And what would love grant me? You see, so you can use it in any area, or you can just use it as a general self-connection excavation process on a daily basis. And I do encourage you to do this, because eventually it becomes subjective. It becomes a habit. And then you're just always excavating what's true for you. Now, one other little iteration is on the what am I feeling part. As you say, what am I feeling? You can then, instead of just saying, what do I want? If you have a hard time letting your feeling speak to you, you can literally just say, what if this feeling could speak right now? What would it say? And suddenly you just give voice to it. I'm so upset about this, and I'm angry about that, and I wish this, and I want that. So you just let the feeling or the emotions speak. And then you can go, so what do I want? What do I need? What if there were no limits? What would love grant me? So that's another little iteration. Okay, so those are the 5 self-connection questions. And it's a really good place to start to kind of prime the pump. Then we move to the 5 self-reflection questions, which is about a deeper excavation about what's going on inside of you and what's going on in your life, or what's going on in a particular area of your life, or even a particular relationship in your life. And these 5 questions are a little deeper. I mean, they're all deep, but these basically are, what is being said that I'm not hearing? What is being said that I'm not hearing? That could be within you. What is being said inside of me that I'm not hearing? Or it could be in a relationship. What is being said that I'm not hearing in this relationship? Or it could be in a particular area of your life. What is being said in my work that I'm not hearing? What is being said in my financial life that I'm not hearing? Because conditions are speaking to you as well. So what is being said that I'm not hearing? That's the first question. The second question is, what am I saying that is not being heard? What am I saying that is not being heard? The third question is, what do I need to say that I'm not saying? What do I need to say that I'm not saying? And then the fourth question is, what am I doing that I need to stop doing? And then the fifth question is, what do I want to do that I'm not doing? Okay, so I'm going to go over those again and I'll give you a little bit of more explanation of what's really going on with these questions. So what is being said that I'm not hearing? So life is always broadcasting. Truth is always broadcasting. The messages are here. The guidance is here. Our body's talking to us. Our heart's talking to us. Our soul's talking to us. Our partners are talking to us. The world is talking to us. But because of our filters and because of our thresholds and our resistance to really growing and changing, because the ego changes death, we have a cognitive dissonance that blocks us from actually seeing and hearing things if they don't fit into our current map of reality and identity. Because to see it would change us, or to hear it in this case, right? We would suddenly, if we really let in that new information, if we really heard that our partner was saying, I'm unhappy, I'm really unhappy with you, or I'm not attracted to you anymore. If we really heard that, it could be shattering. So, or if we really heard what our body was telling us, we would have to change some habits that we really don't want to let go of. You understand? So we're not actually conditioned to hear the information that will help us evolve and change. So we have to recondition ourselves. We have to make ourselves receptive and open and available, candidates for the insight that's going to help us grow, and override the ego's mechanism of keeping us the same while convincing us we're changing or convincing us we can't. So you ask the question, what is being said that I'm not hearing? Okay? The second question is, what am I saying that's not being heard? And, we often feel like we're not being heard, but it's important for you to understand that the onus of being heard is on you, not on someone else hearing you. Because often the reason we're not being heard is because the way we're saying it is unconsciously designed to not be heard. Because likewise, if we were really heard, something would change, including us. You understand? And so on some level, we say things in a way, either we say it with a whisper, we say it as a throwaway, we say it sarcastically, we say it aggressively, we say it passive-aggressively, we say it with our actions and not our words, we say it in some kind of code, but we're not really and fully and explicitly and responsibly saying it, asking for what we really need and want, you see. So when we ask the question, what am I saying that's not being heard? Then we can now look at, why isn't it being heard? How am I saying it? And how can I say it now in a way that it will be heard? How can I take responsibility for the communication actually landing? Okay? So what is being said that I'm not hearing? That opens us up to others and ways we're blocking ourselves from hearing. What am I saying that's not being heard? That opens us up to see, so that we no longer are a victim of feeling not heard, but instead we take full responsibility for how we communicate to ensure that it lands. And then the next question is, so we have what is being said that I'm not hearing? What am I saying that's not being heard? The next one is, what am I not saying that I need to say or that I want to say? And so that's where we now get in touch with, oh, actually, the reason why what I said wasn't heard is because I'm not really saying what I want to say. I'm not really asking, like I'm complaining maybe. I'm saying, you don't spend any time with me and da-da-da-da. But what I really want to say is, I'm afraid of being abandoned, or I really want to spend more time with you. And instead, maybe I'm just complaining or bitching and moaning or whatever. You get it? So now we say, what do I need to say that I'm not saying? And sometimes you're not even aware of it. In fact, a lot of times we step over our own voice all the time. So you have to get in touch with, what do I need to say that I'm not saying? Okay? Then you get into action. What am I doing that I need to stop doing? You see how these are all connected too? And that allows you, sometimes we can hide behind busyness and action and think we're doing a lot of things. And what we really need to do is stop so we can hear ourselves more clearly. So what do I need to stop doing that I keep doing? I keep eating, I keep surfing the internet, I keep watching TV, I keep staying busy, I keep running my kids around, I keep whatever, taking care of everybody. And when I really hear that say, you need to stop taking care of everybody, now I'm going to get down to what's really going on. And finally, what do I need to start doing? Or what do I want to do that I'm not doing? So what am I keep doing that I need to stop doing? And the final thing is, what do I want or need to do that I'm not doing? And this puts the full power of agency back to us again. It gives us our sovereign power back to take the action and to allow the evolution to unfold. Now, you can see those 5 questions directly connect back again to the 5 self-connection questions, because now you could go back again to another round and say, now what am I feeling? Now what do I know that I want? Now what do I know that I need? What if there were no limits? What would love grant me? And with those 10 questions, you will be able to get deeply and completely in touch with what is trying to emerge as you. What is the more life, the more truth, the more creativity and abundance and self-expression that is trying to emerge as you. Now you will have the clarity and you will know what to do with it. Do I need to speak it? Do I need to take an action? Do I need to stop taking an action? Do I need to have a conversation? Those 10 questions will transform your life and make you a purer, clearer, stronger instrument of your own evolution, your own healing, your own transformation. And when you combine that in a partnership, in a relationship, and you both do it together, or then you combine it into a family or a company, the evolution and the progress and the transformation of the individual, the couple, and the collective takes a quantum leap to the whole next level. And if you want to get this entire training for free, you can just go to DerekRydall.com/truth process. And me and my wife have put this all together and how to use it for your partnership, but you can use it for any relationship or just for yourself. And so go to DerekRydall.com/truth process. That's DerekRydall.com/truth, TRUTH, process, PROCESS. And really start developing the practice of knowing yourself deeply and completely so that you can allow for more of yourself to emerge and unfold and take your life and your work and the whole world to the next level. I hope this has supported you, And until next time, remember to live authentically, love unconditionally, and follow your destiny.